went further than I thought yesterday. I went 20.5 miles. Why do you wear a collared shirt when you're hiking? I'm in Oregon, and this is the Three Sisters Loop. Here we go. Starting to get pretty, my dudes. Very pretty. It's my first time back in the Pacific Northwest since I hiked the PCT in 2018, and I'm just so happy to be up here right now. I never forgot how pretty it is and special it is up here, but I certainly longed for it, and it just feels really good. It's like being home in a way, you know? Pretty little meadow coming up here. Goodness. This pretty lady right here is the South Sister. Back at it. Some people ask me, why do you wear a collared shirt when you're hiking? And I tell them, it's because I take this shit seriously. This is my office. And if I'm popping it, I mean, is there any reason to ask, really? What? Oh, yeah. That the forest is beautiful, but all I see is suffering. And when I hear the birds chirping, it does not sound to me like they are enjoying themselves. First look at middle sister right there. She's pretty. This stuff right here is obsidian, which is volcanic glass, and this whole area is just littered with it. I'm pooped, you guys. I just did 20.5 miles for my first day, and by PCT standards, that's not crazy. It's kind of average, if that. But for me, right now, 20.5 miles, not hiking a whole lot. I've hiked a few times this summer, and well, anyway, I'm pooped. Gonna make myself some dinner and go to bed. Oh, and also I'll give you the skinny on everything that's in my pack tomorrow at some point. I'm too tired to do it today, so I'm just gonna lay here until it gets dark, and then lay here some more, and then go to bed. But yeah, I'll go through all my gear tomorrow, so you can have a look at what I'm carrying on my back. All right, I'm gonna eat. Campus. Time to cook up a little grub. These guys are your friend, okay? nor side dishes. You probably know that, but look for the selects because these things are so good. This is a 4-cheese risotto and it is delicious. These are great because if you don't have the money or don't want to be wasting money on Mountain House shenanigans, then just get these. They're so much cheaper and they're amazing. Morning. It's the second day. Went about 20.5 miles yesterday and I slept just about a mile back. So I've just started on the trail again, and this is the North Sister here. So I'm up at the northern end of this loop now, and you can see some glaciers there. Isn't that beautiful? So it's all lava fields around me here from some ancient eruption. I'm gonna go about 15 miles today, a little less than yesterday, and camp it, and then that'll leave me with about 10 miles out, or 12 perhaps, 12 miles out the next morning. So about 2.5 days on this loop if all goes as planned. Here's something you see very little, but you do from time to time on trail. Somebody just abandoned their sleeping pad by the looks of it. It's pretty big and bulky, but you know, pack it in, pack it out, people. Even if it's heavy or malfunctioning. It's quite different over here on the other side of the loop. I'm on the eastern side of the loop now. The volcanoes themselves, the peaks, are quite a bit further away from the trail on this side. And it's just so interesting. What a difference walking through this incredible burn. I find it provides for a great deal of inner stillness whenever I'm hiking through an old burnt out forest like this. Serene. So, I just got to camp for the second night, and I'm thinking, ant, giant ant. I'm going to show you what I got in my pack. All right, so we'll just start with what's out already. This is the Boro Bivy. This is the DCF version, so the bottom is DCF, mesh at the top end. There's even a little thingy here if you want to pull that off your face, but I find it's just very comfortable just to leave it as is. In there I got a pillow. That's just Sea to Summit pillow. Underneath it, sleeping pad is the NeoAir X-Lite regular. The quilt is Z-Packs Classic. I believe this is the 10 degree, which is overkill for this time of year, this trip, but I'm traveling in my car right now, so I didn't want to bring more than one quilt, so I just brought the warm one, so that I would be all right. Here's the pack. It's the Zimmer-built Quick Step. That's a 36-liter pack. Super duper comfy ride, and holds all my UL gear when I'm just going fast and light, like I am this time. In there I've got my food, my cook pot. This is a Snow Peak cook pot. Charger, I use the RAV Power. This is right in the middle. It's kind of a Goldilocks
charger for me. It's a 15,000 milliamp hour. I'm digging that because I find I come to the end of a 10,000 milliamp hour battery after like 4 days, and sometimes I'm out longer than that on resupplies if I'm doing long trips. This is just like a 2.5 day trip, but I brought it anyway. I'm charging my headphones with that and my Garmin InReach and my headlamp as well. So yeah, Rapid Power 15,000, and it's the PD, so the fast charge. Love that thing. All right, extra socks, darn tough socks. I always hike with 2 pairs of socks, no more, no less. Dirty Girl gaiters, toilet paper for short trips, just bring one of these. Some wipes. You can get wipes at the dollar store for $1 for like a big pack. I always just take as many out as I need, like maybe 2 per day, and put them in there. Bandana, haven't used this. My headlamp, this is the Nightcore NU 25. Everybody has this headlamp because it's great. It's fully rechargeable via the USB battery bank, and it's nice and bright, and it lasts a long time on one charge if you don't use the high setting. The most I've ever needed normally is the medium, so I use that as a go-to, and then just around my tent or bivvy, in this case, just use the low setting. And it's got the red setting on it too. Here we go. This is my first aid and just cleanliness stuff, so toiletries. A little bit of toothpaste. These little guys, these cotton dudes right here, are fire starters. I got those on Lightsmith. Lightsmith is a great website. They got all kinds of little interesting things for ultralight backpackers. This here is some foot cream, antifungal. This here, Airstop, Coglins. Anyway, it's a leak repair, and it is patchless. So you just put a dab of that on there, it'll dry, and it'll seal your pad up. I love that stuff. It's great. Some Leuco tape around like a pin and thread. What are those? These are melatonin, I think. Caffeine pills. Little dropper of bleach. Earplugs. Mostly for other people because I snore. I got some fish oil tablets in there. And yeah, I think that's it. Toothbrush and some extra seals for my Sawyer squeeze. Sunglasses right here. Gloves. These are just like Mountain Hardwear liner gloves. They're super light. Oh, puffer. There's some smoke going on, and I have like mild asthma, or used to. I don't know. It rarely touches me anymore, but brought that little towel just to wipe my tarp off if I set my tarp up and I get some condensation. That thing's really super light. It's ridiculous. It's a light load. Yeah, light load towel. This is an old ibuprofen bottle that I filled with cornstarch. You can get cornstarch for like $1 anywhere. It's like a big thing of it. So I just put it in this, and I use that for chafing. I've used Body Glide and stuff. It just doesn't work for me, and Vaseline just doesn't work. But cornstarch does. Thank you, Grandma. Mio Energy. Love this stuff. It's got caffeine in it. Garbage bag. Here. Gotta have a garbage bag. Pack it in, pack it out. Extra little mix bottle. I always carry 2 bottles of water. I always carry an extra one as my clean bottle, my mix bottle, and then I drink straight out of that, so that's always my dirty bottle, or what I squeeze into this. Yeah, I like to have a clean bottle for chugging if I'm super thirsty, or for putting mixes in, like this stuff right here. What do I got in here? Garbage. I think I just throw my garbage in the side pocket as I hike. In fact, I know that's what I do, because that's what I do. This is just a sit pad, just experimenting. Just a little piece of 1/8 inch instead of, the other sit pads that everybody uses and that I use. But this is lighter, and it does the job, and I rarely deploy it anyway, so it's just cool to have. Water bottle, Sawyer squeeze. That's in here. This is just a down vest. I didn't want to bring a jacket on this one, and I wasn't even going to bring this, but brought it anyway. It's super light. My shirt's in there. I've already unpacked my stuff here, and just some bags. So that's it, you guys. Oh, and hold on. Let's look at this here. My little front ditty bag. I got my Bluetooth headphones in this white thing here. This is a little Nalgene bottle. You can buy these on Amazon in all kinds of different sizes. I got a few of these. I use this small one for sunscreen. If you're through hiking, you're going to find sunscreen in hiker boxes wherever you go. So just get one of these and fill it up when you need it instead of buying sunscreen all the time. I just like this. You just stick your finger in there and get some sunscreen when you need it. Tiny little razor, little knife, a Dermasafe, and some lip balm. Little mini. In here, there is my, let's see if there's anything else in there with it. No, just, there it is, InReach Mini. So that's just an SOS device. That's it, guys, and the trekking poles. Those are Gossamer Gear LT5s. And everything I'm wearing. So this is a Kuiu Peloton 97. Just some generic running shorts. Ex Officio boxers, the Ultra Timp 1.5s. Don't bring camp shoes with you. I've done it in the past, but you know what? Just when you get to camp, loosen your trail runners up like a beach bum, and just those are your camp shoes. It works. And a beanie, just a little micro fleece beanie, and that's all she wrote for this trip. Sometimes I pack more. I rarely pack less, but I guess you can. Oh, and my hat over there. Now I gotta put this stuff back in the bag. Good morning.
It's the morning of my third day, and I'm up with the sun. I'm going out today. Got about 10 miles to go. So, quick day.
It's just after 7 a.m. on the third day, and I can see all three sisters now. North sister there, middle sister, and south sister. Just all looking so pretty in this morning sun. Wow. What a great way to start the day. Right there, that's Broken Top. I mean, how do you get a name like Broken Top and get this placement next to these beautiful three sisters for all eternity? I mean, talk about just giving a man an inferiority complex. That'll do it. I think this is a great trail for beginners or intermediate hikers because it's relatively flat. There are hills and stuff, but it's not bad at all, and doable for hikers of all shapes and sizes and ages and tastes. It's got something for everybody, so get on out and enjoy it. And if you're using all trails for this, when you look at the elevation profile, don't be discouraged, because it will look like, you know, kind of pointy, up and down, up and down, up and down. But that's only because they have to compress 48 miles or whatever it is on there, you know, within the width of your iPhone screen, which is like 3 inches or maybe a tad more. So that's why it looks so dramatic on there, but it really isn't. It's a nice, easy trail. There's some rocks here. and I would recommend it. So give it a go. Nothing quite like a morning meadow. Just gorgeous. There's old Broken Top up there. Sad as he may be, he looks pretty grand. This is probably my last look at all three of them. So, North Sister, or Olga, Middle Sister, Masha, South Sister, Irina. And extra bonus points if you know where those names are from. That's the loop done. Now just down to the car. Well, that's that, folks. 48 miles on the Three Sisters Loop. It was beautiful. Well, that's that, folks. What a trail. It was really beautiful. Few things. That's a trail that anybody can do. So if you're a first-time backpacker, or if you've backpacked or hiked a bunch, but never been out on a multi-day hike, that's a great trail for your first multi-day. It's 48 miles from Green Lakes Trailhead. I went clockwise around the loop, so I hit up the western side, which was the PCT side first, went around the north end, and then down the eastern side. The western end, I'll say, PCT side is beautiful. It's very lush, lots of water, just gorgeous. Up by the northwest end, you get into more lava fields. Again, just really pretty and unique. I had a great night up there. And then as you go around the far end, the northern end, there's a little lake up there, St. Matthew Lake. You can hang out there, take a little dip. And then the whole eastern side, from St. Matthew Lake to there's a couple little ponds just north of Green Lakes, a few miles north of Green Lakes. And between those little ponds and St. Matthew Lake up at the north end, it's all burnout area. There's an old forest fire that went through there, and there's little to no water. So it's about an 8 or 10 mile stretch where you should fill up heartily at St. Matthew Lake and plan to go without water basically until you get to those little ponds. So whatever you need, you know. It's like I said, at most it's 10 miles. A good rule of thumb is 1 liter of water per 5 miles of hiking. So, 2 liters of water should get you there just fine. But everybody's different. Everybody's body's different. Some people need more water. Some people do with less. That's just fine. So just plan accordingly and go at it. Once you get to those ponds, the burn, you tend to get out of that burn area. You're back in some nice lush evergreen forests, and you can see the Three Sisters together for the first time, and it's just gorgeous. So take some photos and enjoy your walk down to Green Lakes. Green Lakes are lovely. And then you're out, and that's it. 48 miles. Like I said, that's a great trail to do for beginners. So even if you're not a beginner, if you're an expert backpacker, go at it. Nothing like the Three Sisters. Beautiful area. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe if you want. I would appreciate it if you want to see more content like this. And if you do subscribe, go ahead and hit that notification, because there's going to be more content coming. I'm going to hit Mount Hood next on the Timberline Trail. I'm going to circumnavigate Hood. And after that, it's Mount St. Helens and then Mount Adams, which has an off-trail portion known as the Gap, where I have to traverse a glacier and some gnarly creek crossings. So we're gonna check that out. Otherwise, there's also more van life video, micro van life videos coming up. I'm gonna post one real soon with how I put this thing together. So if you like what you see, like, subscribe. It means a lot to me. It helps other people see the video. Thanks a lot, you guys. Adios.